right, perfect. Okay, so first I want to ask, how did you initially become passionate about horror?
That's a good question. I have always had an interest in it. Like when I was younger, um, I worked in a video store,
Hmm.
and I would always find myself gravitating towards the horror titles. Like when I would reshelve the VHS cassettes, because the VHS artwork was just so vibrant and exciting,
Yeah.
and it was hand drawn and just really amazing looking. And it goes back even earlier than that. To before I was even old enough to work. Like I just always been drawn to the horror section at the video store because of the magic of the VHS artwork. But when I was a kid, I was like forbidden to watch horror movies. Like my parents thought that it was, the work of the devil, and that
Right.
if you watched horror films, like Satan was going to come into your home,
Right.
and make himself a sandwich or something. So, it wasn't actually until I was a little bit older, like, more like high school age, that, I actually started checking out some of the classics, like Night of the Living Dead, or,
Nice.
like some of the more contemporary classics, like April Fool's Day, or,
Nice.
I don't know, just stuff like that. And then
Right.
as I got older, like got into college, I became more and more fascinated, and it was kind of like a trying to think of the word, like a snowball effect. Like the
Right.
more immersed that I got in the subject matter, the more entertained I became by it, and the more exciting I found it, and the more I wanted to be an expert.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
so eventually I started a blog, funwithhorror.com. I was actually really inspired by our friend Zena's blog, Real Queen of Horror. I just liked what she'd done with it, and
Yeah,
I
she's
reached out to
amazing.
her. Yeah, I reached out to her, and we talked a little bit. She was like, "Do you have a blog?" And I was like, "No." And I thought, well, I guess I should start one. What's stopping me? Then
Exactly.
that, yeah, then that kind of led to me, the same way that it was with getting into horror films. I got really involved and uh, wanted to sort of broaden my reach and my presence, and so I applied for an internship with Shock Till You Drop. One thing led to another, and that panned out. And the next thing I knew, I was getting opportunities to write for Fangoria, Rue Morgue,
Wow.
Chiller, a bunch of other sites. FearNet was one of the big ones when that was
Wow.
still around.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the long answer.
That's amazing. You actually covered my second question, which was what actually got you into blogging and writing about horror. So that was perfect.
Okay, good.
What are your goals with writing and horror? What is your ultimate success? What do you want out of this all?
Wow, well, that's a good question. I had always wanted to get into an editorial position,
Okay.
and even like maybe a month or two after I started my blog, I think it kind of hit me. Like I've always wanted to do something with writing. Like when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a librarian,
Aw.
and because it meant getting to work with books and do research and writing and stuff like that.
Right.
And as I got older, I kind of lost interest in that, but it was always in the back of my mind that I wanted to do something that involved writing. And I kind of just fell into retail, and I ended up being a retail store manager for T-Mobile, and working as a manager with a few other retail companies, and just wasn't happy doing it. And blogging was kind of like an escape from that.
Right.
And like I said, shortly thereafter, I realized that I wanted to do something in an editorial capacity. And I've actually been really fortunate because just recently, in the past 6 months or so, I started writing for a horror startup called wickedhorror.com.
Nice.
And just a few days ago, actually, I was offered a position as the managing editor. So,
wow, congratulations.
yeah, thank you. So I've actually kind of realized that goal and gotten into what I really want to do, like out of the freelance game and into an actually more structured permanent position. So I mean, as of right this moment, that really was kind of my goal. So having realized it, I guess I'll have to set another one. Figure out what's next.
Yes, it's always great. It's always good when you can actually change your goals because they're actually coming to life. That's really awesome.
Right.
That's awesome. Okay, so what is your favorite topics to cover in horror and why? I see you have a broad spectrum of reviews and actual exclusive clips and interviews, but I just was wondering, what's your favorite?
Well, I like a little bit of everything, of course. I think like most horror fans do. But my favorite in terms of like subject matter would probably be the slasher film.
Nice.
And my favorite thing to do non-subject matter related, like in terms of features or reviews or whatever, would probably be interviews. I love getting the chance to talk to the great minds in genre film and the great talent that has made those films happen. Like I've had some pretty amazing opportunities. I've gotten to talk with Stuart Gordon.
Wow.
I've gotten to talk with Malcolm McDowell, from A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio from Full Metal Jacket. Jamie Kennedy from Scream 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And that's just naming a few. Like I've got an interview that's going to be going live soon with Nacho Vigalondo from VHS Viral and Time Crimes. And I honestly, there have been so many that I can't. Kane Hodder was another cool one,
wow.
Jason, of course.
Yeah.
And Brad Dourif, I got to. That reminds me of another thing. Set visits are another one of my favorites. I've had the chance to visit the set of Evil Dead.
Yeah, that was one of my questions. What was your favorite set that you visited? Because I've seen your photos and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. So many opportunities.
Yeah, no, but yeah, what made me think of that was that I got to interview Brad Dourif on the Curse of Chucky set.
Nice.
And so I've just gotten to do some really fun interviews, set visits. Those are probably my two favorite things. And then of course reviews are always fun. It's cool to get screeners for stuff that's not out yet, and kind of help spread the word about great horror films and sort of put the warning out about stuff that people really shouldn't be wasting their time with.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah. Do you want me to answer the set visit question?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you. So, what was your favorite set that you visited so far?
God, that's tough, but probably Evil Dead.
Oh my goodness.
For a couple of reasons. One being because it was in New Zealand and I'd never been to New Zealand before, and another because it's just an awesome movie, and Fede Alvarez is such a cool director with such a unique energy, and it was his first feature film, so he was just super vibrant and on fire and
energetic.
Excited. Yeah, energetic, exactly. Where you may not see that from someone that's made 20 feature films. So not only was it a great set to visit and a great film and a great creative team, it was also a unique opportunity to see him making his first full length feature.
Right. That's really cool. I'm so jealous. That's such an opportunity. Um,
Yeah, it was pretty rad, I have to say.
for sure. What's next for you in your career? I know you brought up wickedhorror.com. I know you're going to keep interviewing and reviewing, but is there anything next that we should all be looking out for?
Well, I have a series of pieces in development for Fangoria magazine
Nice.
for an upcoming horror film. And I have another piece that I'm doing for Rue Morgue, and those will both be coming out in future issues. It's going to be a while for both of them because they're both projects that haven't secured distribution yet. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be a while, and I probably won't have, quite as much time to devote to, freelance stuff now that I'm actually, working as a full-time
Right.
managing editor. But my hope in a perfect world is that I'll still have the chance, at least to occasionally, do some rad stuff for magazines and whatever. Because I mean, I don't know. There's something just really neat about being published in print. I mean,
Yes.
that's pretty amazing to
Yes.
have that opportunity, and that's something that I would like to continue to do at least on occasion. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is a goal.
Yeah.
That was about it for my questions. I
Cool.
really enjoyed chatting with you. It was so fun.
Oh, thank you. Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you.